But let's start at the Emirates and what you made of that Arsenal win. It's an important win, I think, in their process this season and to stay at the top of the table, of course. Did you find them as impressive as I did while I was at the stadium?
Well, obviously, I can't afford the tickets that you have, but yeah, it was.
Sorry to be welcome.
It was definitely a big result and a big performance. I don't think there are many people who've left the game thinking that Arsenal were lucky to win, and I think that shows how far they've come. Obviously, this Liverpool side, they're not in the best moment right now, but they still have enough quality to be able to do something. We've seen historically, that they can go on big runs, and I guess it's a sort of nagging thing in the back of my mind. Yeah. There are so many times where I hear Arsenal fans say, we're not getting the respect that we deserve. So then you say, okay, well, I think you're going to win the league. And it says, no, it's a long old season. Like they live in both places.
Yeah.
And what do you think? So I think it's a 14-point gap now between them and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Do you think Arsenal will definitely finish above Liverpool?
I still think that this Arsenal team is short in depth in the squad.
Yeah.
And you don't want to wish anybody to get injured or suspended or anything like that. But if you take away Gabriel Jesus from that team, it's a very different team. Eddie Nketiah is a good young player, but he's not Gabriel Jesus. If you lose Bukayo Saka or even Martinelli on the other side, even if you've got other options to can play wide, it won't be the same. And I think Thomas Partey is a very important piece of the puzzle for what Arteta is trying to do. I think Liverpool are going to get better because it can't get worse. It really can't get worse.
Yeah.
I looked at them yesterday. It showed their limits.
Yeah.
And I think defensively, you saw... I disagreed completely with the 4-2-4 formation that Klopp played. I think it's crazy to go away at the Emirates against a team like Arsenal in that kind of form and think that with only Henderson and Thiago in midfield, you're going to be okay. Or you're going to score goals or create chances, and they did, but you're going to get overrun, you're going to get exposed, and you're going to get beaten defensively. And that's exactly what happened. Klopp can say, why the goals we conceded were not because of the system. I don't believe him a second. But I think that Liverpool will get better. Will they still finish behind Arsenal? I think so. But those limits are worrying me.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's the thing there. Maybe you like Arsenal. I know you wear a Sandura shirt, but I know you like Arsenal. And there's still that sort of nagging doubt. We can see the imperfections that Arsenal potentially have should things go wrong. But then also we're thinking Liverpool are just going to catch fire in the way that they have done in the past. But it doesn't... Right now, it does not feel like that at all. But I think in terms of a statement from Arsenal, that is a prime-time game, and they beat a team who've been very much involved in title races to this point. So at worst, even if some people maybe only still believe in them a little bit, I think those players believe themselves that they can beat anybody now.
Yeah, the win against Spurs and Liverpool back-to-back, even if they're both at the Emirates, which is obviously different than going away, I think it's a big statement. I can see, for example, some similarities with an early Pep Guardiola team at Manchester City. The thing that yesterday struck me, especially in the first half, is that, and this is where this Arsenal team has to improve, is in how they control games, especially at home.
Yes.
Because they considered, I think they let the ball too much to Liverpool in the first half. And in a way, they were too much under pressure for my liking in the first half when they should have been on the front foot, even if they scored that early goal. Yeah. And I think City are so good because they're the master in controlling games, whoever they play against. And that doesn't always mean winning. We saw against Dortmund, for example, where they were controlling the game, but they were drawing first, then they went behind, and then they ended up winning. But in the control of how much you let the opposition have, or how much they can create, or how much you concede against them, they're the best. And I think Arsenal have a lot of good things going on, but they still need to learn on how to control the games better. Because that first half, Liverpool played some good stuff with the ball, didn't create huge chances, but they were good spells in the game. Second half, I think Arteta changed a few things, and then Arsenal were just completely dominant.
So you're a believer then?
I don't think anybody is as good as City. And over 38 games, nobody can compete with City. It's impossible because they've got too much depth, too much talent. But I think Arsenal are going places quickly.
Yes.
And I think this is really good.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely exciting.
And we'll see. I think, for example, it's a really good thing for Arsenal that the game against City
got postponed. Okay. So this is conspiracy theory now, yeah?
No, it's not conspiracy theory. I think,
time.
Because I think that one might have been too much after playing Spurs and Liverpool. They also have United coming after, and all at home, by the way. But I think maybe delaying the clash with City, which is going to be huge.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.